All right, so today I'm here to talk about the Canadian Buhurt Flamberge that I had made. I decided to do a review of this, so I've had this now for about a month. I've been playing around with it. I haven't actually fought with it yet, so it's still in new condition. So we'll have to maybe do a post review after it's been tested, things like that. But this is my Flamberge. You saw the unboxing video probably of it. Kind of give you an idea of the height. It's very curvy and wonderful. And I've been using it for pel work. I think the thing that's most interesting about this is it doesn't feel as heavy as you think it would be when you pick it up. It's really well balanced. It's got a very long handle. The heavy pommel kind of, allows you to flow with it. Now it is, of course, much heavier than a longsword, much longer. I did bring out my Tyclo longsword for comparison, so you can kind of see the height differences here between a standard longsword. You can see the crossguard length, the handle length. So that's the blades themselves. You see the handle itself is much longer too, allowing for more leverage. So again, this is very light. After you've played this for a little while, this feels, almost like a one-hander compared to it. So while on the heavier end of what's legal for the swords, the balance points really well and allows you to snap it out and use it. I'm no expert with great swords. I don't have any of the traditional techniques, the flowing long strikes, and I'm not good at it. I'm using this as a sportified version of what I think is going to work when I greatsword fight. So don't look to me for any expert techniques, but this is more a review of the weapon itself. Let's talk about Canadian Buhurt as a company. If you're in the US, they are fantastic. They order quickly, deliver quickly, communication's great. I think from the moment I paid for this, he had it almost finished and then finished up, paid for it. I think it was a week and a half until it showed up at my door, which if you know anything about the sport, a week and a half delivery for any weapon is pretty amazing. So we're gonna do a little bit of just striking on my pel over it here, kind of just showing you kind of how it flows and balances. One of the things that I really like about it, if you look at it, for a sword this long, there's no real dip to the blade. It doesn't bow, it's very sturdy, while not feeling so overbuilt that I don't want to swing it. All right, so let's do a little bit of striking with it. So as a very large sword, you get a lot of range at the tip. You can really snap down with this and get some real power. One thing you got to be very careful with, this longer crossguard, when you bring it up and over your head, you can slam yourself right in the head with it. So in a helmet, not a big deal, but practice as you come over the top like this. So for me, with that longer leverage point, I can really snap and rotate through. It's got a lot of power. Very sturdy. Like I said, I was really assuming there'd be a lot more wobble. I mean, obviously any longsword's gonna wobble some, but you don't feel that vibration in the hit like I was expecting to. Very, very strong. I know a couple people wrapped heavier weights on here to balance differently on their version of it. I like it the way it is. I don't see any need to be changed. So are you getting tired fighting with something like this? Yeah, you definitely are. Much heavier than a longsword. It's gonna wear you out, I think, no matter what. But really cool thing I've been doing with this is using it for pel work first, and then switching to my longsword, which now feels so light it's ridiculous. So if you're a longsword fighter, get yourself a greatsword, train with that a little bit, and you'll feel like your longsword's a lot lighter. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I'd highly recommend the company. I'll put a link to their Facebook page down below. So they make everything, pole arms, axes. They did some WFC sabers recently, or falchions. So, I mean, if you want something, I would say go to them. We've had great experiences at the hall for them so far. But again, great weapon, very unique. One thing that I actually wanted to mention, I forgot to talk about, is the curve here. I did play with another Canadian Buhurt great sword, a traditional one that had the regular straight blade, and I found that these bite. These kind of curved pieces bite better when I'm doing pel work. When you hit it here, it doesn't tend to slide and roll off. The longer one, a little bit did on the tip there. You get a lot of these shots where this like seems to just stick. So I think I'm really happy. It's really unique. I'm gonna use this at Renaissance fairs and things like that because it's gonna be cool and people will love it. But I just love kind of the curve, that evil looking blade, really awesome. If you wanna know more, put a comment below. Questions, let me know. Get on the Woodchuck Night, like, subscribe, follow, all that wonderful stuff. And there's a link below to my merch store, which just opened up. So if you want a shirt and help support the channel, you can do that.